Could Kon Knueppel be the best rookie this year?
He's winning Rookie of the Year.
He's averaging 19 a game.
He's winning Rookie of the Year.
I would still have to give the Rookie of the Year to Kon Knueppel. I can't believe what I'm seeing from this kid. I really, really can't. This brother is a walking bucket.
Kon Knueppel's numbers say something almost nobody in basketball wants to admit. As a rookie, he is doing things even Stephen Curry didn't do. In this video, we will break down the exact numbers that are forcing this conversation into existence. How Kon already shattered rookie shooting history in a way that should not be possible. Why NBA analysts and former players are starting to say things that sound borderline insane. And the one massive reason this entire argument could still fall apart. Because this is not just about a hot rookie season anymore. This is about whether we are watching the beginning of a player who could one day chase the greatest shooting legacy the NBA has ever seen. Or whether this is the most misleading start we have ever seen. Let's start with the evidence, because this is where the entire argument begins. Kon Knueppel did not just have a great rookie shooting season, he broke the system. Over 250 made threes before April.
I mean, we've got how many games left in the season? He's already broken the record for three-pointers made by
I think he's got,
a
I
rookie?
think there's about 22, 23.
However many are left, he broke the record in February.
Pause there, because context matters. Most rookies are still adjusting to NBA speed at that point. Most are still figuring out rotations, spacing, confidence. Kon? He is leading the league in made threes at points during the season. Not rookies, everyone. And it is not just volume. He's shooting over 43% from deep on around 8 attempts per game. That is elite efficiency, paired with elite volume, in year one. That combination almost never exists, even for veterans. And then comes the stat that really breaks the conversation open. He reached 100 career threes faster than anyone in NBA history. Faster than Steph Curry. Faster than Ray Allen. Faster than every shooter we associate with greatness. So this is no longer a promising rookie discussion. This is a statistical anomaly. And that is why analyst Sam Vecini said, there is a very real case that Knueppel is already the most versatile off-ball shooter in the league. Not rookie, in the league. That is the kind of sentence that should not exist for a 19-year-old. And yet, it does. But the second you hear that, one name enters the room and changes everything. Stephen Curry. The standard, the benchmark, the greatest shooter basketball has ever seen. And this is where the conversation splits into two extremes.
Stephen Curry going to be a little nervous.
Whoa.
In about 15 years.
One side says, these numbers are unreal. We are witnessing something historic. The other side says, stop, do not compare anyone to Steph Curry. And both sides have a point. Because if you isolate rookie seasons, Kon is doing things Steph did not do. Steph did not take 8 threes per game as a rookie. He did not have this kind of green light. He did not bend defenses this early. But here is the reality check. Steph Curry's greatness was not built in year 1. It was built in year 7, year 8, year 10. It was built through a 402 three-pointer season, through MVP runs, through playoff defenses designed entirely to stop him, and failing anyway. So now the tension becomes clear. Kon's rookie numbers look historic. Steph's career looks untouchable. And the gap between those two things is where this entire debate lives. But here is where this story takes a turn most people are not expecting. Because Kon Knueppel is not just putting up numbers, he is changing how his team functions. Charlotte was not supposed to look like this.
When you talk to people in Charlotte, what they say is, we knew that Kon could shoot, okay? We didn't understand how well he could rebound, how well he could distribute. Frankly, he set screens well.
Before Kon, the offense lacked structure. Spacing was inconsistent. Everything felt disconnected. Now, defenses have to track him every second. His movement creates driving lanes for LaMelo Ball. His gravity opens space for Brandon Miller. His decision-making keeps the offense flowing. He is not just a shooter standing still. He is a system. And that is why his numbers translate into winning. Charlotte became competitive again, dangerous again, relevant again. That is why NBA.com's Sean Powell said, "Rookie of the Year, I'll go with Kon Knueppel. He helped his team win more than any of the other rookies." That statement matters because numbers get attention, but winning changes narratives. And now the narrative is shifting fast. So now we hit the most uncomfortable question. Is this real? Because NBA history is filled with flashes, until the league adjusted. But Kon's game does not look like a hot streak. It looks repeatable, and the efficiency backs it up. 43% from three, around 90% from the line, nearly a 50-40-90 trajectory as a rookie. Those are not temporary numbers. And that is when this stops feeling like a moment and starts feeling like a foundation. But even with all of that, there is still one wall he has not even come close to touching: longevity. Because this is where Steph Curry separates himself from everyone else. Not just the peak, but the duration.
Longevity, 17 years, 18 years for Stephen Curry. Can Kon Knueppel do that over a long period of time? I want to see it.
Over 4,000 career threes, season after season of elite shooting, playoff defenses built entirely to stop him, and still producing. Kon right now has one season, one incredible, historic, mind-bending season. Even at his current pace, it would take well over a decade to even approach Curry's record. So this is where the argument becomes honest. Kon Knueppel is doing things we have never seen. But as an all-time shooter, he has not even entered the conversation yet. But that is exactly what makes this so fascinating. Because most players do not even get mentioned this early. And somehow, he already is. And maybe the most dangerous part of this entire story has nothing to do with numbers. It is how Kon carries it. When asked about being compared to Steph Curry, Kon said, "I don't know about that. No hype, no bold claims, no chasing headlines, just quiet confidence. And that matters more than people think. The players who build it slowly are the ones who last." And then the league started reacting. Draymond Green said, "The way he's playing, that has to solidify Kon as Rookie of the Year." Jeff Teague added, "If he's not Rookie of the Year, he got robbed."
He been in the league for 7 years.
Nah,
bro.
for real. He definitely look like a veteran.
Because Cooper Flag is good, but he not like this. He not efficient like this.
Now the expectations are real. Now the pressure is real. And pressure is where careers either level up or fall apart. So after all the evidence, all the numbers, all the comparisons, is Kon Knueppel the best shooter ever? Not yet. That title still belongs to Stephen Curry. And right now, it is not close. But that is not the real takeaway. Because the real takeaway is this: a rookie should not even be in this conversation. And yet his numbers forced it anyway. Not fans, not media hype. Kon Knueppel is not the greatest shooter ever. But his rookie season is something even the greatest shooter ever did not have. And if this is how it starts, then the real question is not if he is the best yet. It is how long it will take before that question stops sounding crazy. Because if he never slows down, this is not a debate. It is the beginning of a chase.